The players in the National Basketball Association spoke out Sunday about racist comments attributed to Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling. The Clippers players staged a silent protest. As they warmed up for an NBA playoff game, the players removed their warm-up shirts bearing team logos to reveal red t-shirts worn inside out, with the logos hidden. They finished warming up, removed the red shirts and played the game wearing their regular uniforms. The National Basketball Players Association demanded Sterling be barred from all playoff games this season. The players also want an accounting of past accusations of racism against Sterling, an explanation of what kind of discipline might be issued, assurance that the league commissioner will work with the association, and assurance the investigation will be conducted swiftly. And throughout the day, past stars including Michael Jordan slammed Sterling. Sterling wasn't there to see the protest or his team lose 118-97 to the Golden State Warriors. He agreed to stay away from the game because of the controversy that heightened Sunday when the website Deadspin released an additional audio recording of a conversation that purports to be Sterling talking with girlfriend V. Stiviano earlier this month. Neither Deadspin nor TMZ, which released a similar recording Saturday, said where they got the recordings. Stiviano's lawyer's office said Sunday that she didn't release the recordings but that they're legitimate. This office understands that the currently released audio tape of approximately 15 minutes is a portion of approximately 1 hour of overall audio recording of Mr. Donald T. Sterling and Miss Stiviano, and is in fact legitimate, Makine Hare said in a news release. Miss Stiviano did not release the tapes to any news media. The 15-minute Deadspin recording purports to be Sterling talking with Stiviano about her Instagram photo feed. The photos include images of her with African Americans, including NBA great Earvin Magic Johnson. If authentic, the remarks seem to reflect Sterling's embarrassment and frustration with Stiviano over her associating with African Americans at Clippers games and for posting such pictures on her Instagram.
And did what the Clippers did yesterday, showing their solidarity with the Clippers in the wake of the whole Donald Sterling.
We are a family, Ernie.
Mess.
All pro sports, as a matter of fact, not just the NBA, all pro sports, I look at them as my family.
We await Game 5 between the Clippers and Golden State on Tuesday night in LA. We also await the NBA press conference, which comes up at 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon in New York. You'll be able to watch that.
Statement from the Clipper players wearing their warm-up shirts inside out. So the word Clipper just a few moments ago upon entering the court for pregame warm-ups, a unified statement from the Clipper players wearing their warm-up shirts inside out. So the word Clippers are not across their chests. A statement apparently made regarding the racist comments allegedly made by owner Donald Sterling on a tape that was released by TMZ on Friday, and it's all anyone discussing and anyone thinking about here at the arena.
Thank you all for being here. Apologize for starting a little bit late. Shortly after the release of an audio recording this past Saturday morning of a conversation that allegedly included Clippers owner Donald Sterling, the NBA commenced an investigation, which among other things included an interview of Mr. Sterling. That investigation is now complete. The central findings of the investigation are that the man whose voice is heard on the recording and on a second recording from the same conversation that was released on Sunday is Mr. Sterling, and that the hateful opinions voiced by that man are those of Mr. Sterling. The views expressed by Mr. Sterling are deeply offensive and harmful. That they came from an NBA owner only heightens the damage and my personal outrage. Sentiments of this kind are contrary to the principles of inclusion and respect that form the foundation of our diverse, multicultural, and multi-ethnic league. I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr. Sterling came from within an institution that has historically taken such a leadership role in matters of race relations and caused current and former players, coaches, fans, and partners of the NBA to question their very association with the league. To them, and pioneers of the game like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton, the great Bill Russell, and particularly Magic Johnson, I apologize. Accordingly, effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA. Mr. Sterling may not attend any NBA games or practices. He may not be present at any Clippers facility, and he may not participate in any business or player personnel decisions involving the team. He will also be barred from attending NBA Board of Governors meetings or participating in any other league activity. I am also fining Mr. Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum amount allowed under the NBA Constitution. These funds will be donated to organizations dedicated to anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts that will be jointly selected by the NBA and its Players Association. As for Mr. Sterling's ownership interest in the Clippers, I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority to force a sale of the team, and will do everything in my power to ensure that that happens. This has been a painful moment for all members of the NBA family. I appreciate the support and understanding of our players during this process, and I am particularly grateful for the leadership shown by Coach Doc Rivers, Union President Chris Paul, and Mayor Kevin Johnson of Sacramento, who has been acting as the players' representative in this matter. We stand together in condemning Mr. Sterling's views. They simply have no place in the NBA. Thank you, and I'll take any questions.
We'll take questions now. We'll start with Scott in the back right.
Adam Scott Soshnick, Bloomberg. Do you or any of your emissaries have any clue as to whether Mr. Sterling will acquiesce to your wishes to sell the team, or do you expect a fight?
I have no idea.
Take the next question right here, Rachel.
From polling the owners that you've spoken to, what support do you think you have to force Mr. Sterling to sell the team?
I didn't poll the owners. I spoke to several owners, and I have their full support.
On the right, Brian.
Adam Brian Mahoney from the Associated Press. What kind of authority do they have to force a sale?
The owners have the authority, subject to 3/4 vote of the ownership.
We're in Michigan right now. We're doing our thing, AMG. NBC. We know what it is. Affiliates all day, every day. I pay attention. Treal magazine.
Man, we're looking like cutout stock. Man, it's no Treal nigga do Treal thing. So if you're a Treal nigga, you gotta fuck with a magazine called Treal. Yeah. I'm trying to see some Treal shit. It must be in here, right? Oh, boy, baby. Katie Kiss. Yeah. Big shout out to Treal magazine. My homie.
Good looking, my baby.
It's always love.
Just remember that Treal magazine, my baby. The Muslims and the Akis got you in Flint, baby.
Oh, Treal. You gotta keep it true. And I love the Muslims and Aki. Assalamu alaikum.
Cause I'm all white. Magazine, baby. The Treal Magazine. The Treal Entertainment, the Treal Magazine. They can't stop the magazine.
This country, you gotta make the money.